I'm here with arguably what could be considered America's favorite golfer right now, Nick Bienz. For the people who might have taken Monday off of golf Twitter and don't know what your past 48 hours have been like, can you walk us through what it took to get you to walking in Detroit Golf Club right now?
Nothing short of a miracle for sure. Basically teed off the first group on Monday in the Monday qualifier. In those scenes, anything can happen. So I just played really well, fortunately. Ended up in a 7 under. It was a 5-man playoff for 4 spots. And I think the reason I'm here, or we're doing this interview, is more what happened in between my finishing regulation round in the 5-man playoff. Just when the realization set in after the round that it might be happening, I was like, yeah, we'll go have some beers to celebrate for sure. And then also, if a playoff does happen, it might help calm the nerves a little bit. So that's kind of what happened. And then fortunately got through an 8-hole grueling playoff, which was not fun to be a part of. And I'm happy I made it through and it's done.
I think chugging a few in between rounds is pretty relatable for all of the golfers out there.
Yeah.
When it comes to this time last week, envisioning the weekend of golf you had, did you have any inkling or confidence that you would be playing yourself into your first PGA Tour sanctioned event?
Honestly, no. I mean, there's no chance. You never think it's going to happen. You always go out there and hope that you play well, but I don't know what the odds are, but it's got to be super slim. So you just basically go out there, have fun, play as well as you can, and just let the chips fall where they may.
You were supposed to pick up your normal shift at Golf Galaxy this morning.
Supposed to, yeah.
What was the reaction when you called out?
I actually haven't even made that call yet. In our work group chat, I think they all pretty much were like, yeah, we understand. Don't even worry about it. But I did get a call at 7:30 just confirming, like, hey, you aren't going to be here today, right? And I was like, yeah, no, I will not be there.
You work at Golf Galaxy. You played college golf. You work so hard. Everybody has to have such a love of this game to work as hard as where you are in this sport. Who taught you that love of golf that got you here today?
Oh, man. I really don't know the answer to that. I grew up in what was arguably just a huge basketball family. Being from Indiana, basketball is number one, and I come from a very tall family, so I always thought basketball was going to be the one true love, and that was going to be the way forward. But I missed out on the growth spurt that the rest of my family got, so I started playing golf probably late middle school and started taking it really serious probably early high school. Turned that into a college career, and I've always enjoyed going out with my dad and his buddies, but I don't think there's really like one point I can turn to and be like, yeah, that's where golf became enjoyable for me.
You're here. You're officially registered for Rocket Mortgage Classic. I know the rain is kind of messing with practice plans, but who are you going to ask to practice round?
I don't know how this works. I don't know if I watch the tee and just whoever's there is there. If I ask people, really no idea. And obviously the rain throwing it off. I think it's probably going to be a madhouse trying to get tee times this afternoon. So I think it's just going to be go hit some putts, go hit some balls, and then try to show up to the first tee when I see a gap. I don't think I'm going to ask anybody specific. I don't want to bother anybody, so I'll just kind of do my own thing. And if someone wants to play, that's awesome, but I don't think I want to bother anybody when they're working.
You've gotten a lot of attention over the last 24 hours. How have you handled that? Has there been a little beer money sent your way? What's the vibe?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of beer companies definitely in touch about, hey, we want you drinking our stuff, which is always welcome. Any beer's the best beer. So, yeah, there's been more publicity than I thought there would be. And it's just kind of one of those things where I think everything had to fall into place for that to happen. If Monday Q, if Ryan's not on site, none of this happens. If I don't shoot 7 under, none of this happens. And if I don't get caught drinking 3 beers before the playoff, none of this happens either. So it's a whirlwind. My head probably still hasn't grasped it. I think when I step up to the first tee or I start practicing and I see all the other guys around that I've watched on TV forever, I think that's where the realization may set in. But for now, it's just still enjoy it as much as I can because I know it's going to be a short week for me no matter how many days I'm here, whether I make it to Sunday or whether I'm here till Friday. Those days are going to go by super quick.
Sure. Have you gotten any advice that you're really clinging to right now?
I think everyone just unanimously has just said enjoy the moment. No matter what, no matter how you play, if you go into it, if your entire mentality rides on how you play, you're going to be miserable. So just enjoy as much as you can, soak it up, and again, just kind of let it be what it is.